Very cool. This was fast. Okay. Mosquitoes everywhere, and I was in town today and forgot to get DEET. Loosen this up. I need to figure a way to weigh down the back of that. Probably a 2x6. Nice. That'll do. Probably could use a little piece underneath too. Here be. That's a little better. All right. 41.5 inches. If we call it 41, I can make that work. It's a little deeper over there, 42. So 41 inches. Make them all the same size, and I can level this out with some concrete.
let's call it 41 inches, and I could probably fudge it in there too. And my plan is to pour a small concrete pad down here on the bottom.
Chickens are laying eggs right now. What the heck? I can do it on this side. So I need, from what I've got calculated, I need a 7. I don't know how that works. Right there. And a 10. I'm calculating 6 stairs. So this will be the rise of the stair, and this will be the run of the tread, right? And I need, to get to 42 inches, I need 6, but I don't need the final rise because the final step will be, the final rise will be the distance from the top step to the top of the deck. So I'll include that in there. So I actually only need to do 5. And then it says the length, my stringer length. So from one end of the stringer all the way down to the bottom end. And I used a calculator on Dex.com. It was sponsored by Trex, and it was actually a Trex deck video that taught me how to nail off these beams, or these posts as well. But I just searched for a stair calculator and found one that I liked. So stringer length 5'1" and 1/16. So I need a piece that's over 5 feet. I don't know if I have a piece of plywood like that, but this probably will work. 5 foot, yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm gonna need to rip it though, because I'm looking at a 2x12, and I believe the dimensions of a 2x12 are actually 11 1/4. Let me look that up real quick. 2x12. One 2x12. I wonder if those are supposed to be on the inside. I can go 7 there, and I can go. I think I'm gonna check something before I do this. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Anyway. First rise. Right here. I guess I could do it on the inside. Yeah. Gets me right where I need to be. So this will be 7 inches, this will be 10 inches, right?
I'm just, like I said, I'm just cutting a pattern. I've never done stairs before, so we're gonna give this a shot and see how it works out. Got up to here. And again, I have to, I'm still oh no, that goes right there. All right, so I'm gonna need to hang a piece off of this edge, which is kind of what I thought I was gonna do, something that I could use to support the back of this, but that'll be the staircase going up, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to make another pattern because I don't really like how this one's not as straight as I'd like it to be. So I'll definitely make a nicer one. But now I have a pattern to make the pattern from. Oh.
That also gives me an idea that I do have to drop it down in the front over there so that I have something to attach this onto, which I knew was probably going to happen anyway, but I've got some other stuff I've got to do. I got to pick up the 2x12s before I can even think about cutting them, and then I'd like to get a couple of bags of concrete as well and go ahead and pour those in here too. Picked up the lumber yesterday for the stair runners. So I'm going to go ahead and watch another video or two real quick to make sure I know what I'm doing, and then I'm going to cut those out. I'm waiting for some drier weather to get the concrete pads poured at the bottom, but I might do that this weekend anyway. I can always cover them up, let them dry out, just make sure the water doesn't hit them directly. Oh, I was waiting for this. Cup of coffee on the deck, kind of nice. I'm still tossing around how I'm going to attach the stairs. I think I'm going to run some 4x4 stubs underneath, and then, well, you'll see if I do it that way. Good morning, dude. Oh my goodness. Oh. Watching the chickens scratch at the ground. I need to get this area all cleaned up too. Get all those little pieces of trim board stacked up over by the campfire. And I need to start dropping some trees here. I got a dead one here, dead one here, dead one here, dead one back over here. This is the only one that concerns me when I fall it. If I fall it where it's standing now, it's going to land on that trailer over there, so I'll have to pull the trailer forward. But I think I need to take the trailer into town anyway. I'll leave the metal roof on it to get a couple of 2x10 by 16 footers. I need 4 of them, and they'll go on the fascia here before I put the metal roof on. Oh, goodness gracious. Fresh coffee. So peaceful. Need to also start picking up the parts to finish off the railing on the deck. I kind of know what I'm going to do there. I already have a visualization in my head of what I want to do. I just have to make sure it's going to work. I think it should. I think it should be fine. It's going to look cool. Oh, goodness gracious. So one of the problems I have, and I've had since I started doing this, is that I tend to overthink everything because I've never done it before. And I need to stop for a minute and think to see if I really need to do what I'm planning on doing here. Because I might be making a whole lot more work for myself than I need to be doing. So I'm going to take a quick break here and try and look at this whole thing from a bunch of different angles and see if, in fact, I need to try and do things the way I'm thinking of doing them, or if I'm just creating a whole lot more work for myself for really no added benefit. Okay, so I have some prep work to do before I tackle these stairs. And since I've got to do that, I'm going to do some other prep work too. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up pouring a landing on the bottom on both sides before I build the stairs. And actually before I measure them out again and get a accurate calculation of the heights to the top of the deck here. Well, I have the lumber here to cut the stairs. I don't have all my measurements and everything else done. and I've watched like 6 or 7 more videos right now to see, on how to build stairs, and every one of them is the same, and I'm going about this the wrong way. So I need to make sure I do this in the right order and not get too carried away. With that said, I'm going to get the truck unloaded and start straightening some stuff up around here. Probably run over to Todd's house and see what his project's looking like, because he's building a big old shop over there right now. And then I'll come back and get all these frames set. I do need to go to town and pick up some stuff for dinner tonight. I want to grill something on the barbecue. But yeah, this is on hold for a little bit. Big noise. Foot 2x12s. Figure I can get 2 stairs out of each, or 2 stringers out of each one. And I'm going to go with 3 stringers per side. And I did go with the pressure treated lumber on this because it is going to be ground contact, so I didn't want to play any games with it. I did not go with pressure treated on top of the deck because no part of the deck actually touches the ground, so that it just didn't make any sense to me since I'm going to stain it and seal it anyway. And I didn't go with the flashing on the back. And, you know, before everybody says that's the wrong thing to do, it's because the eventual plan that I have for the back, where it meets the house, I think negates the flashing. Could be wrong. We'll find out. No. What's the worst thing that could happen? House rots? Drove through a rainstorm to get back here with this, of course, because, you know, Sean's going to pour concrete, so it's got to rain, but it's been kind of dry out here. But man, over by town, it was just pouring, and I thought, there goes $100, I just threw it away. So here is, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 bags, so I'm figuring
7 in each. Even though the calculator said it would only be 6, I don't know, so we'll find out. And it stopped off at Todd's. Take a look at his project, and he's rocking and rolling on that. But he wasn't home. I just went there to get water too, so I can mix this concrete in the wheelbarrow, I guess. Before I get that started, though, I picked up some chicken. I'm going to go ahead and throw that in the refrigerator inside the trailer. Mosquitoes have been buzzing pretty good lately. I picked up some DEET. Right, well, this says 3.5 quarts of water to a bag. And I've got a couple of gallon containers I was using for the freezer. So we will start with that. Pour the whole thing in. That'll work.
smokes, this wind is howling. I got trees being pulled up by the roots all over the place. I am going to have to get busy with the chainsaw this week. Got my truck parked up there because I'm kind of nervous about a few of these other trees. I don't even know if it's in a safe spot right now where it's at. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to zoom the camera in. So see that green panel next to the old generator lean-to that I built there? It's sitting on a ball of roots for a rather tall tree that is pretty much just ripping out of the ground. There you go, see it? See it rocking back and forth? This is crazy weather. I already lost one tree over there. Luckily the wind is blowing in that direction where it's going away from the trailer. And that's where, you know, most of these trees are ripping up their roots. Their root balls are not very deep. Should walk over there and show them to you. I'll show you that one with a close-up. That one right there has got to come down. That top's going to snap off. These two have to come down. Let me back this up here. Either way. These ones have to come down. This one's got to come down. That's got to come down. That's got to come down. This is crazy how many dead trees there are in here. So the reason why this is rocking is because this tree right here is going over. Look at that. Eventually, it'll do what this one did and just rip right out of the ground. That is nuts. This one snapped on the top. I saw that earlier today when I was back here walking with Brother Will. He came by. This one is not far for this world. Panels have been here for a while, and I kind of had a plan for them, but I haven't been able to do it yet. They're kind of blowing everywhere, but that tree is actually I mean, it's wider than my hand. It is definitely wider than my hand. That's nuts. Wind is a powerful, powerful thing, isn't it? All right, I'm going to police this area a bit. I've got concrete bags that blew all over the place yesterday from when I got done pouring those footers. Let me show you what those are like. That one's cured out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. This one's pretty cured up as well. And the roughing around the edges, I cut those in with a trowel. Just so I'll have a cleaner edge when I pull the forms off. Lots of dead trees in this forest though. Holy smokes. It's that Japanese bark beetle. That's the culprit for this.